Hey guys, it's me, Ian, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're watching from my blog, welcome back too. And today we're going to be talking about some Photoshop tricks. And by the way, I have reduced the frequency of video lessons to every Friday, and sometimes it will not appear out on Friday. It will just get pushed back to next Friday, maybe. So today I want to show you how I get from this black and white to this Photoshop colored and Photoshop colored piece of pinup from Hostage. So if you don't have Photoshop, I'm sorry, because this might only work on Photoshop. If you have Illustrator, that might work, I'm not sure. But if you do have Photoshop, this will be a very handy trick if you want to color these black and white and turn this black and white image into color. And yes, so all you do is you scan this piece of paper in this black and white image and you put it in Photoshop. You open it up in Photoshop. So it looks like this. Wait a second, let me make sure it's RGB. Yep, it's RGB. So what you do is you create a new layer. A new layer, and you do this. You see this part that says normal. You turn it down and all the way down to color. Okay, so this new layer we'll name it colors. Oopsies. We'll name it colors, and we will create it, and there we go. It's now right there. You see the blue layer is right there in colors, and so now you're ready to go with your new layer. So what you do next is you get the select tool, which is right here. Wait a second. Right here. You see this one? This one, the polygonal lasso tool. You take it and you select the part that you want to color. In this case, I want to color, or you know what? Never mind about this. Sorry. So you select all, right? And we're making a blue thing. So we're making a blue thing. So you go to your colors palette, which is right here. You see it right there. You press that and you open it up, and if you want it to be blue, then you just make it some type of blue. And in this case, I'm making it nice and blue, so it'll be about this blue. You say okay, and then you go to edit right up here, and all the way up here there's fill. And nope, we're not using content aware, we're using the foreground color. And we say okay, and this turns blue. Isn't that fantastic? But this part, oopsies, it's still a little bit, it got tinted blue, you see? So we needed to change that back. So this is when we use the polygonal lasso, and we select this part. We select this part and select it. I don't know if you can see, but I'm selecting the black part because it got tinted. And see, now it's selected this part, and we're gonna change the blue back to black. We say okay. Then we shift F5 to get this back, and we say okay. Now it's nice and black. But what about this guy in the background? We do the same thing. Take this, select, and select this part, and now it's selected. You do the same thing right up here, and if you forgot, it's in edit and it's in fill. So then you say okay, and it's back to black immediately. And this is how you do it. If you want to do some text, all you do is put the text and say sorry, we gotta crank this up real good. 60. So the text is on the side. If you probably will know this, the text is this T right there, and you move to the move tool, which is at the very top, and you move it down here. And for this bookmark, I actually added another image. You see this part. All you do is just add another image and put it behind the thing. So that's very easy. So that's basically how you do this. So if you want to turn an entire comic page, then you'll have to do this. You go to wait a second, it's a large, and this is just move all the way down to where my paints are, and just do this. Open it up. That's a black and white color page, and we need a see, it's still black and white. So we move this, and we move this to over here, move it up, and you see this guy, we need to take, in this case, we're gonna steal. Again, we're gonna steal someone's face color. So we open another, and in this case, we're gonna find an image of somebody. I don't know who it's gonna be, but we're just gonna find somebody. In this case, it'll be the army guys, and we are going to use this tool called the eyedropper tool, and we're gonna press it, and then we're going to steal this. And not right. We're gonna take this. About the same, don't worry. Okay, so now that it's in there, I'm gonna go. Now it's in the color palette, you see. So then we're going to wait a second. And then we're gonna turn this to color, and then we're going to select this guy's face. We're gonna select his face. But before that, I forgot something. We had to get a new layer and turn the normal to color. We call this colors. And say okay. So it appears right there. And then you shift F5. If you remember, it's in edit at the very top bar, and it slides down to somewhere that says fill, and you say foreground color and it says okay. And see, now this guy's face is colored. And then if you want to turn this, he has a blue tie, right? So if you want him to have a blue tie, then you're going to have to take it or steal it. In my opinion, you're gonna have to steal this from another image. You open yet another image, and so you want it to be like President Obama's tie. Let's steal his tie color. Deep, there it goes. It immediately goes in there, and then we will go edit, fill, foreground color. Okay, that's a blue, and you can do this with the rest of your thing. You can do this with your rest of your image, and that creates an image in my graphic novel Hostage. And this is the last page in Hostage, and it is right here. In this case, I'm actually putting a red tie, and this is USA Today, and this is the reporters. And see, you can put any color if you want. In that case, it's yellow. And it's just so awesome how Photoshop can do such things. So if you have Photoshop, this is a great way to color your comics if you are making comics. Or you could always paint it with real thing, but I find that this is much easier because you can do all the painting without blending. Interesting, right?